Hey everybody, it's Ryan. I'm gonna give you a quick overview of this heated lunchbox. What all comes with it, some stats, and how hot does it actually get? All right, so here is the heated lunchbox. In the top section here, we have a storage area. It does come with a, looks like a stainless steel fork and spoon. Looks like a regular full-size fork and spoon. It can be sealed in there, and it does have 1, 2, and 3 clips on all 3 sides just to kind of lock everything in, especially if you have liquid, like in this example. We have some water just to kind of show it's definitely heating up. It might be hard to see, but there's a little steam coming off this. Top section here where you would actually put the food also has a separator, so if you wanted to separate your food, you do have that in there. And then it does come with it's almost airtight. It's sealed with a rubber O-ring that goes all the way around, and then a vent on it clips in there, and this can be sealed for travel so it's not going to leak. But then when it is heated and this is kind of cooking in there, this is sort of like a vent for the steam or exhaust to kind of come out so it doesn't like cause pressure. It also comes with a insulated travel case. Has some area here for some additional storage on the left, on the right, and it does come with a shoulder strap that can be used to kind of carry things just from a convenience standpoint. Food capacity on the inside is about 5.5 cups of food just from a container standpoint. Then the measurements of the actual container without it being in the travel case is about 8.25 by about 6.25, and with the lid on, a little over like 5.25 tall. The travel case, everything fits in nice and neat. With the lid on, the travel case, everything fits in there nice and tight. It can be zipped up. And the dimensions on this in the travel case is about 5.75 inches, a little bit bigger. So we got about 7, almost 7.25, 7.5, and about 9.25 this way. It's very light depending on, whatever food you might have in there. And this does come with a way to charge it. So it has a built-in rechargeable battery. It does come with a power cord, plugs in and on the side. And then you have this digital display. When it's on, you got a couple different settings. This right now is the current temperature. It's been heating up, and I think now the temperature is kind of going down because it's done its heating and I'm taking the food out. So it will give you the ability to set the time. So you can literally set this and say, all right, at the current time is this, and at 5 p.m., I want it to start kicking on the heat. And so you can set, like, it has like a built-in timer. So in this situation, we had it set for 7:22. You can adjust the maximum heat goes all the way up to 220 degrees Fahrenheit. Like that, and then we can adjust it down. And so if you want to heat something up like substantially, you can do that. Or you can bring the temperature, I believe it's 120 no, 170. So 170 up to 220. And you can set that in there. And you can do like an instant heat. So if you don't want it on the timer, you set it to heat, long press, and then the red indicator will let you know that it's now in active heating mode, and can take up to it's sort of a slow heating. So it could take up to, let's just say, 2 hours to get something, up to temp. So it's not something that's going to be like instantly within, a minute or two, it's going to be at that temperature. It's definitely sort of a slow process up to that. And it's not meant to like cook the food. It's meant to get the food up to temperature at the time that you probably want to eat, which is where the timer is obviously the most cool thing about it. It will also give you an indicator as far as how much battery life is left. So in this example, it's showing 13, which would be 13 out of 100. Now, full disclosure, this company sent this to me, said, Ryan, tell us what you think. Give us an honest review. I will say, if you're looking for a way to heat up or warm up your food in sort of like a travel case that's nice and convenient, it's all insulated, it doesn't have to be plugged in, which is where the battery feature comes into play. So if you're in a situation where camping or in the office or wherever where you don't have access to power, this is definitely a very cool feature, and it's all nice and compact. And the insulated travel case is also pretty convenient when it comes to kind of keeping all the food exactly at the temperature you want. Hopefully this answers a question you might have. We'll talk to you soon.